everyone, hope you're right. In today's video, I'm going to plant some sweet peas in this big patio container I have got here. I have got these sweet pea plants growing in this seed starting tray, and I started these plants from seeds last month. I have got a video on my channel where I sowed sweet pea seeds and I discussed the basics of sowing sweet pea seeds. So I will highly recommend that you do check that video out because this video is kind of update of that video. So I put one seed in each cell and there are 24 cells in each tray, and as you can see almost half of the seeds germinated, so it's like 50% germination rate, which is okay. I still have lots of plants and I'm going to plant them in this big patio container now. This is 55 centimeter diameter patio container, which is quite big and it can hold up to 50 to 60 liters of soil in it. So I have filled it with topsoil in the bottom, and I have added 1 to 2 inches of multi-purpose compost in it. This is quite good quality compost. It has some fertilizer already added to it, and I'm also going to add some chicken manure pellets, which is organic slow release fertilizer. It has 4% nitrogen, 1.5% phosphorus and 2% potassium. So I'm working it in the top layer of the soil, so you don't need to add the fertilizer too deep in the soil because the plants will not be able to utilize it if it's too deep. So just work the fertilizer in the top edge of the soil and this will get the plants established quickly. So I have watered the soil well, so it's nice and moist and loose, so there shouldn't be any big lumps in the soil. And you need to make sure there is good drainage as well, so the water does not stay in there, it drains well. And also good quality compost or potting mix also ensures that it drains well and it doesn't become waterlogged. If you use the soil from your own garden, it is kind of compact and heavy and it's not good for the plants in the containers. So here you can see I have planted my first sweet pea plants in it. So I'm just making a little hole and putting the plant in. It has got nice root system going on. They need to go in a big patio container now because they are running out of their small seed starting cells. We are having quite sunny weather these days, but the nights are still cold. But sweet peas can take a little bit of cold, so they are quite cold tolerant, so they should be all right planting outside now. This is the beginning of April, so I think it will be all right. And I'm planting them like 2 to 3 inches apart from each other, and I am hoping to plant all of the plants in this big patio container, and I will be putting a trellis in it so then they can climb up the trellis. Sweet peas can grow huge and they need support to climb on it. So whether you plant them in patio container or in the ground or in a raised bed, make sure to provide them some kind of support with a trellis, with an arch maybe, or something which can help them to climb up. So you can see on this plant it has got 2 branches because I pinched the tip off the other day and it is growing another branch, which is good. So it's highly recommended that you do pinch off the tips, which will help the plant to grow bushier so it can produce more branches and ultimately more blooms. So that's why we are growing these plants. These are ornamental sweet pea plants. We grow them for their flowers, which are beautiful fragrant flowers, and they make an excellent cut flower. We can use them in cut flower arrangements and they produce really beautiful show of blooms all summer long. So here I have got 3 varieties of sweet peas: stripes mix, mammoth blue and Spencer multiflora. And I hope that I have got plants germinated of each variety. I didn't label them because there wasn't any clear marking on the seed packs. I have discussed this in my video where I stored them. So basically it's a mix of all these three varieties, and I hope when they bloom it will be a quite good display of colors and blooms. So I'm going to plant them here in this container, ideally 2 to 3 inches apart from each other, so they will have nice room to grow. So I have got all the plants in this container, and now I'm going to water them thoroughly to make sure they are really moist. The soil was kind of dry, so I watered in the beginning before putting the plants in to make the compost moist, and it's important to water them afterwards as well to give them a really good soak so they will be happy in their new home. Especially if you live in a dry climate, keep an eye on and check the soil, top edge of the soil. If it feels dry, so then you can water them. And here I'm making sure that they are compact. They are a bit floppy, but that's alright. They will recover soon. It could happen when you transplant your seedlings. So here I'm going to pinch off the tips of all the plants, which I haven't done. So I tipped off 3 or 4 plants the other day, and I'm going to pinch off the tips of the other plants today, so then they can produce more branches and ultimately more blooms. I do want to make clear for those who may not know that these sweet peas are ornamental plants. We grow them for their flowers. They are not edible sweet peas, which we grow for the peas they produce. So these are not edible. In fact, they are toxic, so you should not plant them anywhere where there can be children or pets. So these are quite toxic, so these are only grown for ornamental purpose. So I have got all the plants in. I have pinched the tips off. The soil is really nice and moist. I have included a slow release fertilizer which will feed them, and once they start blooming I will start fertilizing them on a 2-weekly schedule with a water soluble fertilizer, which will help with more blooms. So if you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel, as it helps me to make more videos, and click on the bell button so you receive all the notifications. Your opinion matters to us, so please leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.